husband and I actually decided to install a new operating system inside of our brains, basically one that could run a life that we'd never seen before. So the brain builds pathways based on repetition. Growing up in poverty actually hardwired our brains for fear, doubt, and settling. We had to actually unlearn survival patterns. And the way that you can do this is by practicing in the life that you want to live before you actually live that life. We had to build new neural networks in our brains that were tied to abundance, vision, risk, and long-term reward. We're able to do this by practicing new beliefs before we ever had proof. So this is basically considered neuroplasticity and rewiring of the brain. And then we did a quantum identity shift. So scientifically, your identity isn't fixed, it's chosen. We basically had to become the version of ourselves who already had the life that we were after. Basically visualizing the success with emotion. To break the chemical addiction to fear and guilt. And I think the most important part is basically living from our future and not from our past. We changed our energies, and then our energy changed our outcome. Then we went into our epigenetics and basically turned on our wealth generating genes. Genes aren't actually destiny, they're switches. Stress and trauma can actually activate dysfunction. But on the other hand, belief and vision can activate brilliance. We literally upgraded our biology across generations. We became the ones who rewrote the family line. We basically did this through thought, environment, and behavior. Then we had to go back and redefine what normal was going to look like for our kids. Children don't learn by being told, they learn by what they see. In changing our brains and rewiring our hard drive, our kids are now wired for confidence, vision, and expansion. And they did this because they watched us become it. What was now once unimaginable is their new starting point. There's also this part of our brain called the reticular activating system, or also known as RAS. This is like a perception upgrade. The RAS basically filters out anything that doesn't match your actual beliefs. When we expected struggle, we missed out on opportunity. But on the other hand, when we actually started expecting more, we saw more. You end up meeting the right people, attracting the right people into your life, finding new ideas. Basically, you catch clues that other people overlook. This isn't luck, this is like a trained filter system. Basically had like a behavioral recalibration, if you will. This wasn't just a mindset, this actually changed how we lived. We spoke differently, we made faster decisions, rest for the life that we hadn't achieved yet. We even invested whenever it felt terrifying. Most importantly, we learned what absolutely no one taught us. We trained our nervous systems to stop seeing success as danger and to start making it feel more like home. In short, we basically rewired our brains, rewrote our identities, changed our biology, upgraded our filters, modeled new normal behaviors, and lived our way into a reality that no one handed us. If we did it with no guidance, then so can you. But first, you have to choose to wake up and reprogram your brain.